Again, this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. And if you have a lot of aspects in Sagittarius and you want to listen up, this is for May. Sagittarius, you are a fickle soul this month. That's what I see here. Definitely a fickle soul. If you've been, dancing around a relationship, I think you're going to put the brakes on that one. It's just not what you want. Or maybe the person is either drinking or just, maybe they're womanizing, or maybe they just don't feel like they're really into you, or they're not paying attention the way you need. Either way, Sagittarius, I think whatever relationship you might have been trying to build, you're kind of like you're gonna back it off a bit, slow it down, make sure that this is the direction you want to go in, and you're in no hurry, which is a good thing. So I think you're going to make some judgment calls and slow things down a little bit so that it's more on your pace, and you can take a better look at things to make sure that you're not jumping the gun here. All right. So, and also I think that, you're looking, I see a lot of Sagittarius as people really looking now for a long-term, forever term kind of relationship. Okay. And in that case, I'm going to say that you're going to be very selective about who you connect with and how far you put your energy, because you don't want to have to do it again. So to me, it doesn't look like you're interested in short-term relationships. It doesn't mean that you might, it doesn't mean that you won't have a sexual relationship with someone. You will, if that's what you want, but you'll make it very clear that it's really just a sexual relationship. But for those of you that are really looking for a relationship, you're not going to tolerate anything that isn't exactly what you want, because the intention for you is to find someone who you can do a relationship with long term, because you don't want to put the energy into anyone that isn't what you're looking for, basically. So no more Mr. or Mrs. Nice Guy. You're going to move with more deliberate action. You're going to be very certain. If you like that person, you're going to put the energy in. If you do not like that person, or you're uncertain of that person, you'll cut ties very quickly and move forward. So this is probably really good for you, Sag. I got to say, I think that you've wasted enough time in your younger years. And if you are young, you'll probably waste a little bit more time. But the season right now is to not tolerate that. So even if you are younger, Sagittarius, you're probably still in the mood to find someone more permanent. So, take your time and do just that. Okay? Take your time and do just that. So Sagittarius, I am seeing maybe a consideration for a move, or maybe there's been a move already into your home or around your home. And that, although it was originally a good idea for you, you might be questioning that. Maybe you're not sleeping right, or maybe there's too much noise, or maybe you're being expected to have responsibilities that you really didn't sign up for. Anyways, whatever the reason, those people moved in. You love them, or you love having them around, but at the same time, you got to put some perimeters down and some boundaries, so that your life is more your life. Otherwise, you're going to end up serving another person and their life. So be mindful of that. It looks like a lot of you Sagittarians, maybe you weren't working for a while, or at the very least, you were considering the work you were doing, whether it's really what you want to do. And if you were working, maybe you're working mindlessly. So I guess the thing that is showing up here is you're going to really take a good look at what it is you want to do when you grow up, kind of thing. And you're going to cut ties with situations that don't move you at the soul, okay? And I think that's going to make you and put you more in alignment with what you want to do for a long term. Again, so Sagittarius is looking at, what is my long-term goals love-wise? What is my long-term goals work-wise? So these are really good questions for you Sagittarians to look at. It's a good idea that you take the time to sort of, review yourself and review what it is you want to do. I think that May is going to be a really good month for you to do that. I don't think that whoever you were connecting with really gets why you're not connecting with them. So, I am being told to tell you, why did you even pick a person like that? So question yourself around that so you don't pick it again, okay? I think up until now you have often been tolerant of, varied personalities or various ways of personalities, but tolerance is something I think you've grown weary of, and you're more defined now. You're more clear about who you like, what you like, and why you like them. And I think that that is a lot of very valuable information you're going to be taking into the future in selecting people, whether it be lovers or girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever. Friends, yes, all of it. That's what I was just going to say. It wouldn't matter who it is. You're going to be really more selective about who you let in your space, thinking about the long-term effects and that, how short life really is and how precious life really is and why you're wasting time with a dud. So I think you're going to be releasing friends that aren't of that type of standard and not spending any time with anyone that doesn't hold your status, who doesn't hold your standards in the same regard as you do. Okay, so I think it's going to be really important for you to be really selective in the coming days about everything and everyone that's around you, from workplace all the way up. Okay, so yeah, I think this is a time, and although COVID is ended or ending, and we are coming out of the restraints of COVID, it's funny that, you would think that the Sagittarius is really ready just to, kick their heels up and get out there and be free and have fun. But I think COVID has made you be more selective, more in tune with your needs and more simple. Not simple-minded, but simply choosing simple things that make you really happy, not so complicated. You're willing to work on relationships and work on love, but not at the expense of your soul. No longer will you do that. And you're instead of getting involved in a relationship that you might want to shut down, I just think you'll be way more selective about who you get involved in and with, and you won't have to shut it down. So I think that great work opportunities are coming your way. I think that although you may love being, motherly or fatherly to someone or people in your family, you're going to be selective about how much time you put into that as well. And I do absolutely believe that you're going to make your home a happy place. You got a lot of good stuff going on here, and I'm very happy to report that you will not work where you don't feel valued. You will not stay in a relationship with anyone that doesn't vibe at the same energy that you're vibing.